city known for its glitter and sky-high ambitions was hit with a wave in 2017. It was a movement which moved the city for the better. A pledge to be a stronger, faster and fitter version of yourself. 2 years on, the Dubai Fitness Challenge is shaping Dubai as one of the fittest cities to live in. Hello and welcome to Dove Nourishing Secrets presents Body and Mind Season 3, powered by Elaine Dairy. This is Aishwarya Ajit and I'm super pumped to kickstart Season 3, and what better way than to start off with the Dubai Fitness Challenge, which has changed the lives of Dubai residents forever. Want to know how it all began? Well, let's just say that it started off as a princely dream, which later on became an example for the world to follow 2 years later.
Dubai Fitness Challenge is the idea of His Highness Sheikh Hamdan bin Mohammed, the Crown Prince of Dubai, to change residents' life, to make them more active. It is an initiative for the city to make Dubai the fittest city. It's just 30 minutes for 30 days.
After all this, if you're still wondering what the Dubai Fitness Challenge is all about, here is how it really works.
We have 5 different villages across the city. They can book their activities within those villages. Every village is a unique village. They have different type of activities, different type of games that suits everybody, regardless of their age, regardless of their fitness level. We invite everybody to come and become part of this event.
Apart from determination and dedication, technology has played a key role in the success of the Dubai Fitness Challenge. The DFC app helps you keep track of your performance, fitness levels and whatnot.
I think the app is amazing. I think it's really useful and helpful in terms of the breakdown between what area you live in, what activities are going on over there, if there's activities going on all day in the time frame. I think that's really good. And the fact that I can follow my friends who are also participating in the challenges, and then we can like motivate each other, you know what I mean? So that's what I enjoy.
Guys, check this out. It's just absolute madness over here. The fitness movement and revolution won't be complete without the influencers and the people themselves. Let's find out how DFC became a catalyst for change.
Okay, first of all, I think it was an amazing initiative last year, and I don't think anyone had the idea or the the appreciation of how many lives would get changed by a simple 30 minutes a day for 30 days challenge to happen in a month. We felt that people were actually able to commit, not just on the short term, but for the longer term. They learned to get into more group exercise classes because they realized that, in groups, you're actually able to perform better and longer and help you to become stronger.
I'm a personal trainer and a physiotherapist, and I came here to Dubai to help people get more healthy, and I've just seen it change the perception for people, especially women in Dubai. They learn that it's okay to be active, they learn how healthy it is, all the benefits, and it's exposed in a way that completely changes the whole perception of training, fitness, being active, and it's so needed in this part of the world.
Throughout the day, we've been speaking to a lot of key players here from the Dubai Fitness Challenge, but I've been saving the best for last, and I'm joined by the lovely Emily Sky.
Hello.
Australian model, fitness guru, huge Instagram influencer with 2.4 million followers, and most importantly, mom to a gorgeous little baby girl.
You.
Thank you so much for joining me here today.
Thank you for having me. I'm really excited to put everyone through a workout later on tonight.
Absolutely. Now, Emily, there's so much that I want to talk to you about because,
Yeah.
I mean, you started off as a model and then you switched gears to the whole healthy lifestyle. And being Australian, the whole outdoor culture culture is deeply embedded in your roots and your blood. Do you see that lifestyle coming into Dubai as well?
Well, I do see it coming here and I really hope it does, and that's why I'm here, because I'm hoping to get people moving more, especially with the Dubai 30 by 30 challenge and this awesome festival that we're at right now. So people are hopefully going to really embrace this sort of lifestyle, that fitness isn't just a short-term thing. It's something that you, I believe, should make it as a lifestyle and really have it as a part of your life. So I'm hoping it does keep going.
Emily, we have about 30 more seconds to go. Very briefly, I want to ask, you've been very open about mental health and you've been very open about your journey and your struggles with depression from when you had a very unhealthy lifestyle as a teenager. For somebody who's watching this show and who's probably in that place of their life, what is the message that you have for them to make that transformation?
I think you've got to realise that you are worth it. Whatever it is that you want in life, whatever you could dream, you can actually have for yourself and create and live that life. And I did it myself. I didn't believe myself before. I was unhealthy mentally and physically, but I decided to make changes. And it wasn't just one night I made changes or I just became motivated and it lasted forever. Every day I have to get up and create that motivation for myself and realise what it is I want and have that in focus, and that I'm worth getting it and fight for it every single day.
And that's why so many women look up to you, and you've been such a huge inspiration for women all over the world, and it's been my absolute pleasure chatting to you today.
Thank you so much. It was lovely to meet you.
And more power to you.
Thank you.
A few years from now, when Dubai's history will be penned down, of course they will record the making of the marvels such as the Burj Khalifa and the Burj Al Arab. But believe me that the Dubai Fitness Challenge will go down in history as a catalyst for the fitness movement in the region. Alright guys, so all this talking has made me absolutely parched, so I'm going to cool down by having my Alain Dairy orange juice. What I really like about this one is that it's got no added sugar or preservatives, and orange, as you all know, is packed with vitamin C. Now before we head to break, we are going to speak to a certain celebrity who is more than happy to share their fitness mantra with us, and once we come back from break, we are going to give you tips on healthy Indian dishes.
Hi, this is Shama Sikandar and you're watching Body and Mind Season 3. My fitness mantra is simple. I like to focus more on my workout rather than, focusing on the speed. Even though I like a very classic way of working out, I still I get bored if I continue doing the same things every now and then. So I like to keep changing. I like to sort of, give a little bit of twist. So my trainers are always on the task because they have to make me do the same exercise but in a different way every time. So sometimes we go out and work out. I love working out outside. So I would love to go out and do some kickboxing or some cardio sessions or even workout, freehand workout. I mean, freehand workout is what actually builds your strength. So I love to do freehand workout, yeah.
Welcome back to Dove Nourishing Secrets presents Body and Mind Season 3, powered by Alain Dairy. Now before the break, we brought you snippets from the Dubai Fitness Challenge. So sticking with the whole challenge theme, we are at Peppermill restaurant where we are going to recreate some classic indulgent Indian dishes into their healthier variants. Healthy Indian food, is that even possible? Well, let's find out from the man himself, Ankur, the General Manager of Tables. Ankur, thank you so much for having me here at Peppermill. Now this guy is like the encyclopedia, not just of Indian cuisine, but of fruits and vegetables. He'll tell you the origins and he can conduct a whole masterclass on this. But before we get to any of that, let's talk about why we are here today. Now Peppermill is a restaurant which is known for its Indian colonial inspired dishes. How challenging was it to create healthier version of some of our favorite classic Indian food?
It was a challenge, but as I said, research and development and innovation is our part of job every day. At Peppermill, we keep our research open. With Indian food, it becomes a tad easier because when you look back at the history books, you'll find different ways around healthy food. After all, Indians gave Ayurveda to the world.
So let's talk about our first dish, which is the Kumbh
Galauti
Galauti,
kebab.
yeah, which is a twist in your traditional Galauti kebab, which is made with red meat. But here we've used mushrooms.
Right.
Okay.
So Kumbh Galauti kebab is an inspiration of the traditional Afdi dish called Galauti kebab, which is done with meats, and it is done on ulta tawa parantha. So we have got the ulta tawa parantha to be replaced with millet here. Mushroom itself has very high amount of antioxidants, fibers, equal amount of protein. So we have
I
made
get a
it.
clovey flavor from it.
You got it right. The masala, in fact, has a lot of cloves in it, along with 21 different types of other spices which go into it. It is paired with khakra to get the crunch, and it has an avocado and Kashmiri style walnut chutney to it. Walnut is again a superfood.
Yeah. Speaking of clove, it is such a great mouth freshener and it's got several other benefits to it. Remind me to talk to you guys about it in just a bit. But yes, carry on. Tell me a little bit about the fruits over there.
So this is a pear, apple and strawberry salad which goes along with the mushroom, because mushroom itself is very intense. We have toasted the mushrooms without any oil to it. The tartness of the salad kind of balances this together as a pre-starter.
It's got a bit of a sour kick to it as well.
Yes, it does.
Delicious. Okay, now moving on to one of the best sellers here at Peppermill, correct me if I'm wrong, which is your chaat
Yes,
paratha.
we sell immense amount of chaat.
And it looks so beautiful, I do not know where to start. So tell us a little bit about, because there are two dishes over here. One is their original chaat platter and the healthier version which he has prepared just for us. Take us through this one, please.
So in the chaat platter, our chaat platter consists of 5-6 different elements from across the regions of India.
Okay.
The one which you're going to try now is the shakarkandi chaat with star fruit, which is basically sweet potato. This replaces our traditionally done potato chaat, which is baby potatoes which are deep fried.
Yeah.
So this one is a grilled sweet potato, which is obviously a lot more healthier. Then we have the pani puri, which which becomes a fruity puri when it becomes healthier.
All right, guys, so this pani puri is full of fruits. Have you ever heard of it? This is like a pineapple juice, correct?
Yes, it's a pineapple panna with
and it's got berries
freeze-dried
inside.
berries, goji berries, raspberries, and blueberries
I'm
in
going
it.
to try it.
Then one of my favorites in this is the samosa. Samosa traditionally is fried. However, here the samosa doesn't have any potatoes. It has got spinach, it has got cottage cheese, Indian cottage cheese, it has got pine nuts, and it is baked. The other favorite I have here is the kale patta chaat, which is basically our take on the palak patta chaat. So this is dehydrated kale.
What was the kale not watered? Why is it called dehydrated kale?
We wanted the crunch element. Essentially, chaat is a flavor of textures and different flavors. So kale dehydration gives it the crunch to
I'm
it.
not usually a big fan of kale, but you've convinced me to try kale. All right, that's enough with the pre-starter and the starter. Let's move on to our main course. So I almost made the classic mistake of going to town on the appetizers and not leaving any room for the main course, but I'm glad I did because this looks delicious. Tell me about this, Ankur.
So this is our version of old world khichdi. When we speak about healthy food, one of the traditional food that comes in mind is khichdi. It's been traveled well across the regions.
Yep.
In Egypt, it is called kosheri. In Britain, it's called kejagri. And then in India, it becomes khichdi. And every region has a version of khichdi.
Right.
So this khichdi has no rice to it. It is done with various sorts of old world grains.
There's no rice in
There's
this?
no rice.
You're
It's got
joking.
lentils. It's
Wow.
got grains like quinoa. It's got millet. It's got maize. It's got buckwheat to it. So all these grains are cooked together. Now I want to burst a myth here. People say fat is not good, but your body functions cannot work without fat.
Right.
Ghee is an essential part of this khichdi. So ghee makes this khichdi. Ghee is our version of clarified butter, so which is very healthy for your body.
Okay, it's interesting because this is meant to be a healthy segment, but you say ghee is good for you.
Yes,
but
it is.
obviously you've taken in moderate proportions.
Of course, ghee kind of gives you 45% of your everyday essential fat requirements if taken up to 10 to 15 grams a day for an adult.
Now, besides the ghee, can I just tell you that the yogurt, you've done really well with the yogurt.
So khichdi traditionally has 4 major accompaniments: yogurt, radish salad, a fresh pickle, and ghee. So these are 4 accompaniments that goes along with the khichdi. Here we have done a char-grilled sea bass on top of the khichdi, along with moong and rice crisps.
And of course, the yogurt that we've used is the Elaine dairy yogurt, which is low fat. And Ankur just mentioned. Tell me why you should always eat yogurt towards the end of your meal.
I mean, a very good example is our dessert that we have done today. It's got banana mango shrikhand. So banana acts as a prebiotic, and yogurt is a probiotic.
Okay.
So which kind of gives you good bacteria for your colon.
Well, very impressive, Ankur. Today you've definitely busted a lot of myths and you've actually convinced me to eat khichdi and a super healthy version at that. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much for having me at your restaurant, and I'm definitely coming back for some more.
My pleasure.
So today I got to try out some delicious and healthy Indian food. And who would have thought dehydrated kale was a thing? And it tastes good in an Indian chaat. So that was really a refreshing concept that I got to try, and Ankur definitely did bust some popular myths surrounding food. Now, speaking of refreshing, did you know that clove is great for your dental hygiene and is a key ingredient in Signal toothpaste, and for many years has been used as a natural source of mouth freshener? Let's find out from someone who has been using this for a long time. Alright guys, as promised, we're going to be discussing home remedies for dental hygiene, and with me is the lovely homemaker Pooja Verma. Pooja, thank you so much for having me in your home. And we're joined by Pooja's cheeky little 5-year-old Apoor right here. Hi Apoor!
Hi.
I love your Star Wars t-shirt, it's so cute.
Thank you.
Pooja, tell me a little bit about how important dental hygiene is for you and your family, and if you can please share with me and our lovely viewers some home remedies that you've been integrating over the years.
Hi Aishwarya, I want to share with you my family experience. My grandmother used to nibble on one or few cloves after every meal, and at the time we were always curious in knowing that why she does that. And as I remember, I was about 8 years when I also started following my grandmother's home remedy for our oral health, and I feel that clove played an unparalleled role in that.
Now Pooja, be honest with me, you have a 5-year-old, and don't tell me you can convince him to chew on a piece of clove. So how do you deal with his dental hygiene?
Yeah, sure, it's very difficult for him to just nibble on clove.
Absolutely.
So that I only make sure that he brushes his teeth with the Signal toothpaste after every meal, because the Signal toothpaste has clove oil and it fights against the bad bacteria, and it also accentuates the flavor of herbs and fight against some serious dental issues.
Well, full credits to Apoor for brushing his teeth after every meal. So high five to you for that. Thank you so much for that, champ. And thank you so much for having me in your house and sharing those vital tips on dental hygiene. And for those of you watching at home, if your oral care product is missing clove oil, then you're definitely missing out on a natural ingredient that helps protect your gums against diseases. Time now for a breather, and when we come back, I am going to be relaxing at a spa because it is long overdue. And on our way out, here is an interesting food fact. Welcome back to Dove Nourishing Secrets presents Body and Mind Season 3, powered by Elaine Dairy. Now, just as promised before the break, today I'll be dialing R for relaxation. And some of the therapies I'll be experiencing today take its inspiration from intrinsic Arabian elements. That's all I'm going to tell you for now. Rest you need to watch for yourself. And today I'm at the Ritz-Carlton Spa Dubai in JBR.
Welcome.
My name is Shelby.
Hi,
I'm
Shelby.
the spa supervisor at the Ritz-Carlton Spa Dubai.
Such a beautiful, welcoming smile to walk into, and it smells like a spa in here because it is a spa, obviously. Now, Shelby, I've had such long days, and I'm really looking forward to relax and unwind. Although I have been to the Ritz-Carlton Dubai JBR a few times, never been to the spa. Tell me a little bit about it.
So the Ritz-Carlton Spa brand is the largest collection of luxury spas in the world. So we really offer you a unique tailor-made experience.
What are some of these unique tailor-made experiences you guys have?
We have 2 signature spa rituals. We have the Arabian Felix.
I like the name of that already.
This is a massage with a hint of the Middle East. We also have a Rose Awakening ritual. This is a back massage, a back scrub, and a very special facial.
Well, it sounds so exciting. I'm ready to get out of these tight jeans and slip into my comfy bathrobe and slippers. So Shelby, take me with you.
Let's
I'm
go.
ready. Walking into the spa, I was ready to leave my stress at the door and just lay back and enjoy what was to come. Started off with my feet luxuriating in rich camel milk, followed by a scrub with desert sand, which left a relaxing and tingling effect. Soon after I hit the massage bed, I was ready to immerse myself in some deep relaxation as my therapist started to work her magic. First on my back, moving on to my feet, and finished with the most rejuvenating facial using crystals. My muscles, joints, and skin woke up feeling refreshed and re-energized. Hi, Shelby.
Welcome back, Ash.
I've descended back on earth. Oh, what do we have here? What's this?
This is a hibiscus tea. This complements your Arabian Felix treatment.
What a perfect way to end the fabulous treatment that I just had. And let me just tell you, I feel so relaxed and rejuvenated. So let's start from the beginning. So we started off with the Arabian Felix, and it is exactly what it says. It's the whole Arabian experience, right? And that's exactly what, especially tourists, when they come to this part of the world, expect out of a spa treatment, because we started off with the camel milk with rose petals in which I dipped my feet, followed by the foot scrub. I initially thought it was like a brown sugar scrub, but it's actually desert sand.
That's correct.
Yeah.
So the whole idea of the Arabian Felix was we wanted a treatment that was unique to our spa and unique to our part of the world.
Right.
So the Ritz-Carlton Spa Dubai created a signature treatment, and we used the elements from around the Middle East: desert sand, sea salt, camel milk, argan oil. And tell me, how did that heat feel on your back?
When the therapist told me that she was going to pour candle wax on my back, honestly, I was like, this feels like a scene out of Body of Evidence. I'm not sure if I'm cut out for this, but it wasn't. It was actually quite nice, and the heat was very bearable. And what I didn't realize was that it's not your regular candle wax. It's actually a massage oil in the form of a candle.
That's correct.
Okay.
The main ingredient being argan oil, which leaves the skin soft and silky and very hydrated.
Now tell me about the Rose Awakening. I honestly can tell you I feel awakened and fresh as a daisy, or a rose in this case. Honestly, this was my first time using crystals to massage my face, because typically you would think that why would anyone use a foreign object when your fingers would feel a lot more soft and gentle on the skin. But on the contrary, I found the crystals, I don't know what it is, it's got some sort of a relaxing element in it that feels so soothing and calming. What is that? What is the science behind using those crystals?
So the crystals that we use, these are rose quartz crystals. And if you look further into crystal therapy, rose quartz is responsible for healing. Specifically, it actually targets your heart chakra. At the same time, when it works on the skin, it focuses on circulation and regenerating your cell renewal.
I could actually feel my blood circulation improving, and I was trying so hard not to fall asleep. But I really enjoyed that, and I'm going to enjoy the rest of my hibiscus tea before it gets cold. Thank you so much for having me. I know that I just did the express version of the Arabian Felix and the Rose Awakening. I'm going to come back and do the full version next time. Thank you so much.
It's always a pleasure.
What a day at the Ritz-Carlton Dubai JBR. Honestly, it's times like this that I'm reminded of how cool my job really is. Don't be jealous. I couldn't think of a better way to kickstart season 3 and end episode 1. Guys, there's so much coming up on this season. Make sure you tune in same time next week. Until then, this is Aishwarya Ajit.